Hey YouTube, Shuken Shinobi here with a review of the S.H.Figuarts Gokai Green from Kazoku Sentai Gokaiger. Good old Don Dogoier, Hakase. So we got the typical Gokaiger box with the metallic-y green. Gokai Green here, Gokai Green, him there. I really like the sides of these boxes. Look really nice. He's back there. Typical Don pose, typical Don pose, typical Don pose. So we got lots of typical Don poses. And of course he comes with his Gokai Darin. It's the same as Gokai Blues. However, it says Gokai Green bonus. And it's obviously in a green box. So if we take a look at the Gokai Darin, it too comes in two pieces, just like Joe's. So like I said before, it doesn't really connect, but it is done in a nice green color. The wheel does spin, and the little miniature ranger key fits right inside, so then they can make the Kanzenso appear and go kick some butt. As for sitting in the chair, he fits perfectly fine. He's going to need to tilt his knees a little bit more than that in order to fit properly. Then of course, just grab onto the wheel. Takes some fiddling, obviously, particularly with the legs, but once he has the his feet on the kick pedals and stuff, he can fit in there just fine. So, as always, I do like the Donings. I think they're kind of pointless, and I'm just going to be sitting them there, doing nothing important. But they are pretty neat to own. So let's go ahead and set those aside from here, and take a look at good old Hakase. So he is the same mold as both Marvelous and Joe, however with a new head sculpt to be Gokai Green, and then obviously molded in green plastic. But articulation is the same, slightly hindered by his little jacket piece there, but not enough to really matter, just making sure you don't bend it out of place. The nice swivelly joint here for the shoulder, as well as a swivel at the bicep. Double joint here at the elbow, which is good as always. It's a single joint. It's a double joint, it's just not moving like a double joint because of the way this is designed, so it's actually a single joint. Interesting. So we have the typical little swivel there at the ball joint on the elbow. Upper chest, waist, which does pop off for no apparent reason other than to remove plastic. Same on this arm, you got the neck, both sides of the neck. And the typical Gokaiger hip movement with the swivel at the upper thigh right there. Double joint at the knee, then ball jointed ankle with the toe articulation. So typical Gokaiger articulation, obviously since the mold didn't change, it's not really going to change at all. The girls will obviously have a little bit different articulation, but we'll get to them probably in January sometime. At least Gokai Yellow. Gokai Pink probably won't be here until February, because she doesn't come out until late January. For the rest of this line, Gokai Yellow was just released as of this recording, so she's going to be shipped to me shortly. Gokai Pink comes out in January, and Gokai Silver comes out in January. So by February sometime, we'll have reviewed all of the Gokaigers. So here's Gokai Green. Really like the Gokaiger mold. I really do. So Gokai Green comes with some nice accessories that we're pretty much used to. We got the Mobiritz in its little opened form. A little tiny Gokai Green Ranger key. A folded up Ranger key that can fit into the Gokai Darin and the Mobiritz, as long as you don't drop it or get it stuck under the camera tripod. Fits right in there, so that's cool. The Gokai Saber with the exchangeable Gokai cylinder with the Ranger key inside of it. Gokai Gun, which is detailed as always, with a movable Gokai cylinder with an extra one with the Ranger key inside of it. And then a number of hands. We have the Mobirit's holding hand. Is that the Ranger Key holding hand? I get them mixed up all the time. It's not the Ranger Key holding hand. A pointy hand. This is the Ranger Key holding hand. It plops right in there. Just like that. It's a Ranger Key. Then we have some more Mobirit's holding hands. Or loose holding hands. Because that's just kind of how Don rolls. So he can like loosely hold these if he wanted to. So multi-purpose hands for the win. Weapon holding hands, or the Gokai Saber holding hands rather, for both left and right. Left and right Gokai gun holding hands. And then left and right split open wacky Don hands. So yay. We're going to take the Gokai gun holding hand since that's what we're going to be using for him. But yeah, there's still a couple other things that I need to... Holy crap, it's Navi! Oh god. Yeah. So Gokai Green comes with a little miniature Figuarts Navi. Navi, whatever you want to say it. Very, very detailed actually. Let's see if we can focus. Very good. So very, very detailed here on the back. The inside wings obviously are just kind of plain brown. But the back wings are very, very nicely sculpted. It's hard to see her eyes because they blend in with the gold. Her eyes are yellow. But you can see them right there. And all the mechanically parts. Her hair. Her feet are on a little swivel so they can swivel around and the arms right there on a little ball joint, as you can see that I just popped off. And the head is on a little rotation there. So here is our Figuarts Navi. Really cool. I'm really glad that they released this. I honestly wasn't expecting it, and then I read what Gokai Green comes with, and it said Navi. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So we got a little tiny Navi. Love it. So she'll just sit back here. So we are going to give Don 2 Gokai guns because that is what he is really awesome at. Just kind of going bam, 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 and then a bunch of the Gorman die. So we'll switch him out for 2 Gokai gun holding hands. Obviously, as I was going over the accessories, you'll notice that he only comes with 1 Gokai gun, which was kind of disappointing to me, considering Gokai Yellow comes with like 5 different Gokai Sabers. But she's an exclusive, so I guess she can get away with it. So, since Joe is holding his 5 Gokai Sabers, I had the liberty of having Hakase steal his. Something like that, maybe? That needs to be on his butt. Because he's Don, and that's what he does. So he's all like, bam, 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 bam. There you go. And here we go with a Don pose. So, really awesome figure. We got a lot going on here. Does definitely make him worth the price. He isn't that expensive. He's pretty much just kind of standard Figuarts retail at this point. But with the Gokai Darin edition, again, really nice display piece. It seems impractical. There you go. For like a normal display, because you don't get to display them in any sort of action pose or anything Don-like. But they are still really nice for just a little backdrop, perhaps. Gokai Green coming with a little Navi is absolutely adorable. I love it a lot. In fact, it's probably my favorite thing about this figure, other than the fact that it's Don. So, if we stand Don here in the middle, going bam, 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 and then we have Gokai Redo, and then Gokai Brew, best brew on the planet. Looking badass with his swords, and here's Don on the ground. This is fairly accurate to a typical Gokaiger episode. So, really, really cool. So I love the Gokaiger line so far. A step up from the Shinkengers. I mean, I love the Shinkengers, but I really like the way that these are styled and just the way the articulation was handled, particularly in the shoulders. Details are there. I think they look spot on perfect. The Deca Rangers, when they come out, will be absolutely fantastic, I'm sure. I mean, we got Gokai Yellow coming up this month. Gokai Pink and Gokai Silver coming out next month. Gosei Night comes out in April. And I believe that's all we've got going for Sentai releases as of right now. Who knows what could pop up. Lots of cool stuff on the horizon. I really love the Gokaigers. I love the Gokaiger Figuarts. I love the show. I love everything about the Gokaigers, really. So, really excellent. If you like Gokai Green, definitely pick this up. If you're collecting the team, obviously you probably already own this. But if you're on the fence, Gokai Green is definitely a good pickup, particularly because of good old Navi here. So, you can check out shukenshinobi.com for the latest updates on my reviews, and of course, check out ridersrambles.com, bringing the latest token news in the craziest way possible. So, take care and have a great one. Bye.